Making April teaches us a key social media lesson, and that is it doesn't always have to be about your band and your music and your shows. Sometimes something as simple as making a smoothie online can attract thousands of new fans and new viewers. Are you using Flickr or PhotoBucket or any photo sharing sites?
Not really, just because we don't have that many photos.
We also have a server. That seems like that.
Yeah,
Is there anything else?
Well, basically, she's saying, I guess, more or less for sharing your own photos.
Yeah, if you do like take photos on the road, you have out videos.
We just go on MySpace.
Yeah, we have a daily blog too that we keep, which isn't so much data collection, but people can subscribe to that. You don't control them as much as you can.
RSS reader.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but that's important too because it keeps updates and people keep coming back to your page.
And what are you putting on this blog every day?
I mean, it could be as much as I went to Whole Foods today and got some healthy food. It doesn't really matter, but people are interested in what you do every day. It's they want to see updates. They want to see what you're doing in your everyday life. So.
And where can we find this blog?
It's on our MySpace page.
Okay. And then are you getting a lot of comments back? People are engaging with you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll get anywhere from like 20 to like 80 or 100 comments, all depending on how controversial the blog was.
We get about 3,000 to 5,000 views a week on the blog, which is really good.
That's amazing.
The past few weeks we haven't been blogging every day because of the studio. We've gotten a little bit lazy with it, but
we've told them about it.
Yeah, like we update them and
So the daily blogs will take a break for a few weeks. We're at the studio, but when the daily blog is rolling, like he came up with the idea to have like a daily video that's like funny or interesting or something, and when it actually is daily, a lot of people are coming every day.
Views just rise.
600 views a day
all the time.
Yeah, and it's important to not talk about the music every single day. Maybe talk about politics, talk about something that is going on in the world.
So yeah, they want to see what your views are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And how transparent are you guys? Are you comfortable with talking about?
Yeah, we almost talk about anything. I mean, we're very transparent.
You've gotten more comfortable.
Yeah, over time. I mean, like we even have a video of like Sean like making a smoothie. That got like 20,000 views on our kite player.
Awesome.
It's just little things like that they just want to see what we're like in our everyday lives.
Right.
You have to understand that some of your fans are young, so you have to be careful of what you say, or you don't want to be too.
We've noticed our blog readers are more like late teens, early 20s.
Interesting.
That's been a huge issue that I haven't figured out. Like the whole, do you remain a mysterious band member, to the public, so you're like, more of like this icon type thing, or do you just like put yourself completely out there for people to know everything
people have
about
been
you?
successful both ways, so it's like, where do you want to go with this?
I think that that's a personal choice.
Yeah.
I think you have to do what makes you feel comfortable. I was just speaking in Saskatchewan this past week, and I met a couple of very awesome musicians, and they're indie rock guys, and they were talking about how in the serious indie rock community, it's really not cool to overshare on blogs, and it's really not in that genre's culture. Whereas on the other side of the spectrum, we work with a lot of like classic rock bands, guys that are a little older in their 30s and 40s, and they have like a very serious bar crowd. They tend to share a little bit more about their wives, their kids, they're sharing photos of their kids on Facebook. I mean, I think it really depends on your genre and your generation, and what you're comfortable with, and what your fans want. I mean, I think if you're trying to make a smoothie and no one cares, then it's silly. But if you've got an incredible amount of views, then you're obviously getting a reaction.
Yeah.
It's important to look at.
I guess like other thing is, I guess going back to like money issues, like now you're getting this chance to monetize everything. And so one thing we did was we went through link share and we changed over all of our iTunes links, where anyone that clicks on your link and goes to iTunes, you get an extra 5% of anything they purchase there within the next like 24 or 48 hours. So if they use your link and then go buy like a new Guns N' Roses album or something like that, you get 5% off of that sale.
Because you've invited them to iTunes. That's amazing.
Exactly. So that's one thing. And now, like, I guess now with MySpace plays getting like a penny per play, is you're going to see a lot of distributors now offering this, where I think like there's very few that have it right now, but like the Orchard group has it, and like Ingrou's is almost like signing their deal. But by the time like this video even airs, there's probably gonna be another 10 or 15 offering this. And once you get on this, you'll get a penny per play. And so our new album, when it comes out, we're probably gonna be getting like 75 to 100,000 plays per day. Where if we can lock this down, which we're working on now, that's gonna be another huge stream of revenue, which could almost equal our iTunes. And so that's another thing. And then like, I guess lastly, it's YouTube, where now you can put like the Google AdWords type stuff on there, or it's run through Google mainly, but for every like million plays or something like that, you get a good chunk of money. So it's just any type of ways you can get money for your song plays, like Last.fm or Pandora. It's just worth it to try to sign up and get that going.
And do you guys work your Last.fm? Is that a community
We
that you're
haven't
into?
over time, I guess. I mean, we just thought it was cool so you could see your stats on there.
Absolutely.
But we've never really pushed it.
I've just never understood it, and I feel like I've never logged in or been to it at all.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And what about Twitter?
Twitter, I just signed us up for, but I see that everyone's having their own kind of personal, band member Twitters, so we'll probably do that.
Yeah, we've done a little bit.
And your Facebook updates, are you status updating often?
Not that often. Maybe once a week I'll just say, but it's never serious. It's always something stupid, like I just like broke my shoelace, something like that. But just so people like remind like we're here and like.
We've been in this studio recording for the last 4 months, so
It's hard to give them new news.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Still
only
recording.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you use any of the more professional sites like LinkedIn, for example?
I use that just personally, just because I manage some bands too. So I keep that on there, but not for the band making April or whatever.
Okay. Any other social media sites that you think are? What about Reverb Nation? Are you using widgets of any kind?
Besides like our Kite player, which is for video.
Kite is really cool.
It's awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
You can
it
just
is.
take a picture, send it from your cell phone, or just anything. So we're just now, I guess we're a little late on that one, but like we've seen great results on our first 2 videos. They have like over 40,000 views, so it's like, all right, we gotta keep this thing going.
And then you will definitely be making a video for your upcoming album. Any ideas how that's going to look, or are you still
Nothing
like-
whatsoever. 'Cause
Okay.
we don't even know what song we're gonna try to push first. So we've only gotten about half the album back and the mix is done. So once we get all 12 songs or so, we're gonna be like, all right, which song are we gonna push, and that's what we're gonna go to.
So we've learned a key social media lesson here, which is when you're talking about only your music and your shows, it can get boring. Sometimes just blogging about what's going on in your life and making little videos can be extremely helpful for creating an authentic relationship with your fans. Making April does this wonderfully, and you can too. This is Ariel, and you're watching Sound Advice.